When we did Access Report back in 2015, the energy access landscape in India was very different. The report brought the stark on-ground realities to the forefront, calling for an immediate action by the policymakers. In subsequent years, we have seen amazing progress on the household electrification front as well as on the quality of supply front. As we achieve 100% household electrification, we also need to ensure that the economic activity in rural India is not getting constrained due to lack of electricity. More than 4 million micro enterprises in rural India mention unreliable electricity as the biggest bottleneck to their business.
I was in villages of Jharkhand. That's when I was first exposed to the working conditions of rural silk reelers. These were women who would reel tussar yarn on their thighs. It's a very painful process and also mentally demeaning. They were left with scars on their skin and backaches for their whole lifetime. So that made me realize that this had to change. It could not go on like this. So I started working on making a machine to do this work.
All these gaps in rural energy access for economic activity can be addressed by energy efficient and decentralized renewables powered livelihood solutions. In fact, at CEW, we estimate a market potential of more than $50 billion for these solutions.
इस मशीन से लोग जो है ना अपनी इनकम को कई गुना ज़्यादा बढ़ा सकते हैं और जिन इलाकों में बिजली नहीं है तो उन इलाकों में भी हम इसको आराम से वहाँ पर सोलर पैनल की वजह से चला सकते हैं। आपको जितनी मशीनों की डिमांड है उतनी मशीनें हम लोगों को समय पर नहीं दे पा रहे हैं, तो उसके लिए जरूरत थी फंडिंग की।
While the market opportunity for decentralized renewables for livelihoods is big, it's a difficult one to realize. The sector is at very early stages, and the enterprises who are manufacturing or selling these solutions are struggling to scale up. Powering Livelihoods is addressing this challenge by providing significant capital as well as capacity building support to such enterprises. As the enterprises deploy these solutions not in tens but in thousands, Powering Livelihood is trying to generate evidence whether these solutions work, whether they are able to improve the income of the end user, whether the end user is able to pay back for these solutions, and whether the enterprise operation itself is commercially viable and scalable. We disseminate this evidence and engage with financiers, investors, policymakers, so that we can not just only unlock the support for these select enterprises, but also for the sector as a whole. The Council is not in the business of growing enterprises, rather, we grow sectors. We needed a partner who shared our vision for a clean energy based, thriving rural economy. And who better than the oldest and largest social enterprise incubator in India, Willgrow.
Over the last 20 years, more than 300 startups have passed through our portals. We have taken a lot of pains to select the right enterprises to be part of the Powering Livelihoods program. We were looking for companies with the hunger and the ambition to scale, to achieve much greater heights. And most importantly, we wanted companies that were impact focused, that were not doing what they did purely for the money or the commercial aspect, but people who really wanted to make an impact on society.
We need to hit the sweet spot of sustainability, affordability, and performance to be able to appeal to the rural customers. Powering Livelihood will give us the required support so we can achieve our goals.
हम लोग का खेती अच्छा से हुआ नहीं, तो हम लोग तेसर का काम से ही मतलब काम चलाते भी हैं, घर परिवार भी चलता है, हम लोग का बच्चा सबकी मेंटेनेंस होता है, कुछ बैंक में भी पैसा रखते हैं.
The difference between Nirbhar and Atmanirbhar is that of a mindset. A small mindset change that can bring about a transformation. Powering Livelihoods is about to bring such a transformation to rural India.